Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host. And today's episode is on feminine energy glow up. Now, of course, we're not talking about the surface levels. We're not talking about the hair or the makeup. This is Goddess Resurrection. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Of course, you know me. You've listened to the ways in which we've talked about the temple. Goddess always takes care of her temple. She always decorates herself. But it's never something that defines her. Glow up. Glow up is the subject. And we're going to talk about what is glow up and 3 really beautifully easy tips for you to start focusing onto your inner glow up, because it's inside out. And right now is the time for you to think manifesting. And we've got the new moon eclipse coming up on September 21st. This is in preparation for that. And you've got to manifest on the inside. You've got to manifest yourself in new ways. Your identity has to deepen, because that'll all manifest externally. Now, before we dive in, hello, my gorgeous sister. How are you? I hope you are well. I am sure you're feeling this eclipse season. It's been it's been a bit of a mixed bag. For me personally, it really started all hitting after the 999 portal that I really like. Yeah, it's actually no, over the eclipse and the 99 portal a little bit too. I was able to stay really in front of it, but then after the portal, I was like, oh, wow, right? So much was shifting, so much was changing, so much was purging, and so much was aligning in so many different ways. So, everybody's transformation is happening in their own ways, right? Don't compete, don't compare. Wherever you are experiencing the change, let it all unfold. Remember, right now is a time for you to let go. Right now is a time for you to surrender. Right now is a time for you to trust and not push or force, but focus. Now that we're through the purging eclipse, with the manifestation eclipse coming up on September 21st, that you are now needing to allow yourself to focus on the manifestation of yourself in the new ways, right? In your elevated self, in your goddess deepened experience. And so when we talk about glow up, right? What is glow up? It's, of course, you looking good, feeling good. Yes, of course. But glow up, when we're really talking about a glow up, it's really what's happening on the inside, right? When people tell you, you're glowing, you've got a glow. She looks so glowy, right? That's because it's on the inside, it's shining through. And, when we only look at a glow up externally, we're very much in the ego, we're very much in the 3D, in the old earth paradigm, because the external only is skin deep, right? These are only skin suits. These are only skin suits. And whoever only looks at the external is still not even close to being ready for a goddess. Let's be real, right? So again, don't worry about that. And so now we're going to talk about glow up more. What is glow up? Glow up is something that's very attractive, right? When you're in your glow up, you radiate, you vibrate, you are more of your light, you are your goddess, right? You're getting into alignment, and it's a feeling. It's a vibration. And so glow up vibration is something that's very attractive. But it's a mixed bag all the same, because you could repel people with your vibrational glow up, because the demons in them can't handle you. And that's great, right? That's great. Let them go. Let them go. And then also you could attract vampires, right? Because they want what you have. They want the light. They want this glow, this radiance, this vibration. And then, of course, besides all of these attraction factors, when you are in your glow up, when you are stepping into your radiance, when you are stepping into your embodiment of your divine goddess self, you are bringing to you everything that is meant to be yours on your highest timeline, right? It's the ultimate form of manifestation, because it's your vibration that attracts that which you have intended for in this lifetime. So it's good and well to think about the things you want to manifest externally. Believe me, you focusing on your inner manifestation, you thinking in terms of manifesting yourself on the inside, is going to bring everything to you, everything that you are here to experience, everything that you are here to fulfill. It'll just take you onto your path. Not that everything is going to come in at once, but you are on this timeline of your ascension onto and into your new earth experience with the highest vibrational increase possible. That's why glow up is a soul matter. Now, shall we dive in? Okay, good. The first tip, the first thing for you to now start working with as you are preparing yourself for the eclipse, as you are preparing yourself for everything that you've come here to do and be on a soul level, stepping into mission, stepping into intention, stepping into full surrender and compliance with your soul, is you have to stay in the choosing of yourself. It's the golden rule of goddess work. There is nothing more important to you than you choosing yourself, filling your own cup first, right? So let's dive into these details just a little bit more. Now, you choosing yourself is you listening to yourself, right? You listening to your rightness, you listening to your gut, to your intuition, you choosing yourself when it comes to your standards, your value, your self-worth, right? It's you saying no if you want to say no and not saying yes. Or if you want to say yes, you say yes and not no, right? So it's you letting go of the compromise. It's you letting go of the need for approval. It's you letting go of selling yourself short or giving yourself away too easily. It is you holding yourself to your guidance, to your value, to your standards, to your truth, right? Goddess is always in her truth. So imagine yourself for just a few moments as the goddess that you are in your goddess embodiment, right? You, as this goddess, you can even visualize yourself. You are always clear on yourself. You always listen to yourself. You always feel yourself. You're always in your self-awareness because you're in your feminine energy. So whether it comes to friendships or partner or making choices for yourself in your business or with friends, you have to start choosing for yourself and becoming comfortable with it. Because we've been trained to overgive, to overdo, to need approval, to want for everybody to be happy, to keep the peace, to not rock the boat, right? This is what we've been conditioned in the masculine energy. So it takes getting used to, it takes practice. There are layers to it. And it's something for you to pay attention to and to continue to feel, right? You've got to keep paying attention to how things feel. Feel if you want to say yes. Feel if you want to say no. Feel if the choice feels correct. Feel if you can imagine yourself in that way. And then, of course, you have your values and your standards, right? And that's a little bit more of the mental concept of you choosing yourself. You know your value, you know your worth. And you have to have these set for yourself. And remember, boundaries are flexible, right? So always to stay flexible with yourself and your boundaries, because these are boundaries for yourself. What you allow yourself to do, what you are okay with for yourself, and boundaries are for others, right? How is it okay for people to be with you, handle you, treat you, right? What is your standard? And so these are boundaries that go for you and for others. And then, of course, on the emotional level, right? How do you want to feel, right? You want to feel that you are in mutually reciprocal relationships. You want to feel that you're being valued and appreciated in all areas of life, in all of your experiences, because that's what Goddess chooses. Goddess would never, ever in her wildest dreams belittle herself or overgive and deplete herself or just aim to please or play small or to not speak her truth, to, oh gosh, don't rock the boat or don't make them feel intimidated. Right? So again, these are all the ways in which you want to really learn to address yourself in your self-value, in your self-worth, in your standards, in you staying connected to yourself as the intuition, as the guidance from your soul. You are the channel. You are the divine. You are the ultimate choice. And for you to stay true to that, for you to stay true to yourself, listening to your body, listening to your highest guidance, to your light, your higher self, your soul, that is Goddess work. So that's number one. Number two, master detachment. And of course, when we look at the attachment theories, we want to think of it as healthy attachment. Of course, we are in relationship. Of course, we care. We care about our lives, our homes, our families, our friends, our loves, our work, right? Yes, of course. But what I mean by master detachment is don't take anything personal. Nothing is ever personal. And so now, again, you're in your goddess awareness, and you are in the wisdom. You are the channel for the truth. which brings in the wisdom and the knowledge that hurt people hurt people. Wounding causes wounding. Trauma will act out trauma. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter the relationship. It's all relationships. You will find dysfunctional people. You will find hurt people. You will find unhappy people. You will find disconnected people. You will find people that are not healed, that are not present, that are not connected, that are not aware and conscious in your work life, as you socialize, maybe even family members. At this point, you don't want to be in those relationships any longer when it comes to close people, right? So, but even in close relationships, even there, they're not always going to be perfect. Neither are you. And sometimes it's just a matter of having different expectations, different preferences. And these things sometimes, of course, can have an effect. So somebody you're with could say something or do something that jolts you. Or, a friend, right? A friend could say something or do something that you didn't see coming, you didn't expect. And so you have to always, always, always remember, whatever your emotional experience, whatever your reaction is, that is yours to work with. But for you to not take it personal, of course, you have to take your choices, right? There are consequences. Just because people aren't able to hold standards or, be respectful or sensitive and kind all the time, right? It doesn't mean you need to drag these friendships along or these relationships along, right? If it doesn't work any longer and you are outgrowing certain relationships, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay to let go. It's okay to let relationships, grow apart. It happens, right? And so, but still, the main key here remains to stay detached and master that ability to be so detached that nothing is personal. And even if the relationship parts, right, whether it's letting go of a friendship or, letting go of a partner or a job, right, you can do it from love. And you can do it from compassion, and you can do it from wisdom, understanding that, that's okay. I want this and they want that. And it's okay. It's okay. Like healthily detached, right? It's okay. You don't have to cling to everybody and everything and drag everybody with you for the rest of your life. That will drain your energy and that'll diminish your glow up like that right away. Right? So to stay flowing and to stay accepting and to stay in that space of wisdom, knowing that, it's okay. It's okay. We're all one. We're all here together, but it's okay to make your choices for your self-worth, for your standards. And so master detachment is going to be so important to your energy and your vibration. Because as soon as we cling and we hold on and we need, our vibration flatlines. And then number three, and this is very important for you in this goddess alignment. Stay in the mindset of the sisterhood. And the sisterhood was diminished by the patriarchy. the sisterhood was the strongest bond. And remember that you, as a woman, right? All of us females, we are all interconnected through the womb. My daughter, she was born with all of her eggs. Her eggs formed in my uterus. So it is us women that are truly interconnected. We are always interconnected because we formed each other, and not just the body, but we've already formed the next generation. So it is the women, it is the sisterhood that is the true connectivity. And so, yes, of course, the sisterhood has had so many challenges because women have been forced to compete and to compare, to fight each other's, existences. It was a survival mechanism, right? Because as the patriarchy took control, women needed a man, right? They had given all of their power away and needed a man to have safety, to have providing, to have status, to have any kind of worth. And so, yes, many, many sisters are still in that masculine energy conditioning, right? So many sisters are still backstabbing and competing and comparing and jealous. And, some even try to take another sister's man just for her masculine ego boost, just because, it makes her feel like she's more powerful. And by the way, when you are with a true divine masculine, you don't even have to worry about that, because that would never happen. Like, he would see through that right away, right? A divine masculine is truly, truly in control of himself. And he has elevated out of the caveman era. And he's also in control of his ego, right? So he sees through that. And furthermore, he also knows that it's much deeper than just skin deep. And so if you and when you, because it's not a if, it's when you come across another female that's still in the masculine, that's still in the competing, in the comparing, right? When you come across a sister like that, again, there are so many levels to it, right? So many layers to it. And just because we're in the sisterhood mindset, again, doesn't mean that we have to cling to every single relationship, right? Detachment, healthy detachment. It's okay to let go of relationships if it doesn't work any longer, but you do it from love. You do it from compassion. You do it with gratitude. You do it with grace, understanding that she needs more time. She needs to heal still, right? She still needs to heal out of her ego masculine energy conditioning, back into her feminine, back into her consciousness, back into her sisterhood awareness, where we as sisters, as us, all of us being literally like pearls, we're pearls on a string, we're all a part of it. We are the true connectivity. And so understanding that, yes, some are ready, some are not. There are layers to the healing that many have to go through, but we are here to reconnect in the sisterhood. The sisterhood is the new earth. The sisterhood is the ascension. The sisterhood is goddess work and embodiment. So to be supportive of each other and to hold space for each other, and if need be, to lovingly, never catty, never backstabbing, never gossipy, but lovingly part from a relationship. I have had to let go of friends, of friendships, right? Because A, I was outgrowing them, and B, it was also, draining me, right? And the ways that they were still holding on to their way of drama, their way of their masculine ways. Because as we are practicing healthy detachment, we also understand that you cannot save another. You cannot fix another. You can hold space, you can be there for them, but only to a certain degree, right? Because this is when it comes back to choosing yourself, filling your own cup first, right? If the dynamics are unhealthy, if the dynamics are draining and toxic, then you are not choosing yourself. Because if you are choosing yourself, you're choosing for your light. You're choosing for your glow up. You're choosing for your vibrational increase. You're choosing for your light alignment. You're choosing for your authenticity. You're choosing for your truth. You're choosing for your divine goddess embodiment. So these 3 ways in which you want to now prepare yourself as we are in the midst of this eclipse season. Pay attention to yourself. Choosing yourself first. Always choosing yourself. You have to feel good and right about what's happening in your life. If you're not feeling good and right about what's happening in your life, you've got to look at it, right? And this, of course, is you filling your own cup, right? Choosing yourself is you filling your own cup, making sure that what feels draining to you, making sure that what feels inauthentic to you, making sure that what just doesn't sit right with you, you say no to. You say no to. And what feels right to you and what feels correct to you, you choose, no matter what other people say, right? You always choose yourself. You always fill your own cup first. You make sure your energy is strong and self-loving and self-cared for and self-supported so that your light can fill in and you are spilling over. Spilling over, the cup is overflowing, and you only give from your full cup. If you need to take time to refill your cup, you go do that no matter what. And then, of course, master detachment. Nothing is ever personal. And yes, sometimes things will feel personal. But again, that's yours to work through. That's yours to heal through. And then from there, once you've cleared these energies, then you make your decisions. Healthy detachment. Master that. It's a huge one. If you take things personal, it'll plummet your vibration. It'll plummet your glow up. And then, of course, master that sisterhood mindset so that you can be compassionate, you can be forgiving, even with sisters that are still caught up in the illusion, that are still caught up in dysfunction even, right? And it's sad that they are. It's so sad that some are still selling their bodies and their souls, that they don't see any other way out, but this will soon shift as well. Good, my gorgeous. So stay mindful of yourself. And of course, all of this happens from within your feminine energy. You choose yourself, you fill your own cup, feminine energy. Master detachment, feminine energy. Sisterhood, feminine energy. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous preparation time for this new moon eclipse coming up. That's massively, massively, massively important for your manifestation of yourself. And it'll bring, because it's eclipse, it's fated, it's destined, it'll bring you, by you staying aware of these 3 ways, these 3 tips, it'll naturally take you to where you are meant to go. It'll be putting you into complete alignment with your soul's highest intentions for this lifetime. As always, thank you for your energy, for your time on this platform. And do like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I am sending love and light blessings to you and yours. Sept for now.